Hello everybody, this is Drmcbrick and I am here with a Lego compatible set. Now this is a non-Lego set, but it is the wood cabin retro house by an interestingly named company. Let's check it out. All right, before we get started, I want to let you know that this was sent to me by FunWhole. Full disclosure, but I am not an affiliate with FunWhole, nor do I receive a commission from any of the sales that the company might get if you decide to purchase this model. I also believe that that fair, legitimate competition spurs creativity and innovation. So if you are triggered by the fact that this isn't a Lego set, sorry about that. I mean, I think there's a lot of other good brick sets out there. This might be one of them. After I review it, I'll let you know. But I do think that this keeps people on their toes. Okay, here it is finished. Now, first of all, I'd like to say that I personally built the bottom, the basement foundation, and then half of this first floor, and about half of it. So about half of the model I built, and the other half, a wonderful person by the name of Diana and her son Gabriel built this, and it was the first time that they had built such an intricate model. And they told me that they had some challenges and there were some pieces missing and stuff, but they did a good job of finishing it off and building things. And it does light up, it does work, and I will show you all of that. But first of all, I want to just kind of take you around and show you a little bit about the model. Now, I really like the way FunWhole did the fencing around here. It just made kind of the foliage, just like you'd see kind of in a crawl space of the basement and stuff, and some weeds and some flowers. These feel pretty good, and it came off the sprue. They felt good. I don't know if they make theirs out of plant ingredients like Lego does or not, but there's a wood chest there, and where you can store your wood after you cut it and everything. These two things are lit up, which is really cool. Some nice planter boxes there on the railing, and I like the way that they made the railing. And coming from a family that has some log homes that they've built themselves, I know for a fact that this looks pretty cool. It is similar to the A-frame house that came out in terms of color scheme and things like that from Lego, but this came out before it, and it's a unique model. It shows it kind of reminiscent up here of the fishing bait store with the wood and all that sort of thing, and the way the roof is done. And if you look at these are not prints, actually. These are stickers, but they sure do look like prints. And FunWhole has an interesting way of doing prints. Let's take a look. But you see that square. That square is all sticker. However, it's perforated on the circle. So all I had to do was line up the circle and then peel back the square, and voila, there it is. Okay, so we're back. So we have the house, as you see. It's really done nicely. I really like the way they did it here. I mean, they've even used these pieces here for grass, and I think this is a really interesting use of this piece. I like the way that they use kind of the weeds, the tooth pieces, and these track pieces here for the grass and things like that. Did a nice job with the tree. It's a little boxy on the trunk, but for the most part, it looks really good, I think. It did a nice job with the lighting and all the paneling and stuff. Now, this is modular, and it does come off, and as you can see, all of the battery boxes and lighting and stuff starts at the basement in the foundation, which, again, is very clever. There's a little sheep, kind of like Sean the sheep, peeking his eyes out there. This is lit up. We'll show you that in a little bit. And you see how they did the corners and everything with all the different one-by pieces and stuff like that. Now, according to Diana and Gabriel, it didn't come with pieces to make this side over here. So this whole side is missing, and that's kind of a bummer, because that really, as you can see, kind of finishes it off. And if you don't have that, it kind of looks unfinished, obviously. So, and they didn't have the Lego parts in which to build those and stuff like that. So you could always put some other, if you had other model parts, Lego compatible bricks and stuff like that, tiles you could put in there. Some shears right there, some more of these pieces here for grass and all that sort of thing. So they did a really nice job, I think, of making a house in the woods, a cabin kind of in the woods. And as you can see, it's a dollhouse built on the back, so it's open in the back. And it's modular. This piece comes off, this piece comes off. Let me show you. So looking at it with the roof off, and the nice thing about the roof is it folds up. These dormers can fold down, and the roof piece folds up, so it's easily sits there right there on the table while you look at all the greatness inside. A lot of, oops, this is a little crooked here, but that's actually, I think I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or not, but I didn't build that bookcase, but that looks kind of cool. They did a good job of adding a lot of detail in here. Now, again, the piece missing for the stovepipe for the cast iron stove is not there. But that's just something that, it sometimes happens. Sometimes you get them. Sometimes you don't get the right elements and things like that. You can see they really did a nice job of detailing all the way from the ladder that goes upstairs to the loft to this piece right here, this little half fence piece that really kind of simulates a lattice texture of wood. And that would be probably in a cabinet such as this, you would find that, carved into the wood molding and stuff like that. Nice coffee table and chairs and the couch and everything like that. Now the chairs aren't connected. They're not stuck, but they're done very nicely. Very simple chair, if I can get that to focus there. It's a very simple concept, and it does fit directly exactly into that square. So unless you tilt the model over, it's not going to come out of there. A lot of stuff on the shelf. They use a lot of pieces to simulate different things. There's this oven in there, sink, all kinds of stuff, even an egg, all that sort of thing like that. I love the cabinets with the lattice work. Upstairs, we have lots of lamps. We have a couple desk lamps there, and again, the lamps are connected, so you can see them once they light up and things like that. I think this lamp lights up. This lamp, I believe, does too. And so, you can see how you go in there. There's the connectors for the electricity, or the electricity. Yeah, there's electricity in this thing. No, for the battery box, and those are snaked all down through here. So by the time you get down to the foundation underneath of here, and I'm going to pull this off, and unfortunately, there's not enough wire to set this aside. So I kind of have to just show it to you like that. But you see the battery box in there. There's even some fruit down there. So they have a fruit cellar and all that kind of stuff. The stairs to simulate that you can go down there from there into the fruit cellar and the crawl space and stuff like that. But there's a battery box, and then you just set this back on top when you're done. Again, the wire is such that you kind of have to jimmy it around a little bit to get. But once you get it set back down on there and on the studs and things like that, you can see the lights. They have some great lights there on their wood box, which is really cool. The porch lights all come on, which I really, really like. There's lights inside. I can show you a little bit about that when we turn it around. And then, of course, down here by Sean the Sheep's pen, as I like to call him, it's done really well. And you can see there's just a little bit of light that pops out there. And that could probably be hidden if you did a little bit more work on it and worked hard at hiding that. And my favorite part in here is the cast iron stove, how it glows and things like that. So that's really cool. If I take off the roof, forgive me for what I'm about to do. If I take off the roof, then you can see up here, oh, and this light isn't lighting up. I'm not sure why. Anyway, not sure why. Well, we'll have to see. And that light should light up, so that way it comes through the dormer window and things like that. So anyway, there's a great little rocker there. I think the rocker is done really well. It's minifig scale, and it's kind of a cool little rocker and everything like that. I think that's actually put on backwards. I think that should have been put on the other way, but that's kind of cool. I got to say, hey, congratulations to FunWhole for making, giving it the old college try, and I think that their models, the bricks are well made wherever they source their bricks from. They do a good job, but when you're missing parts, missing pieces and things like that, you can, you really got to be on top of the game in order to get these light kits to work and things like that. And for folks who aren't always doing the and there's even a light down in the basement, which is really kind of cool, down in the crawl space, and that's where you see the light coming through there. But even for somebody who is hasn't worked on real intricate models and stuff, we're able to get this thing together and you know, to make 95% of it work. And so that in itself is a great thing. So I would encourage you, if you haven't, stop by the Drmcbrick General Store, the Drmcbrick General Store on Teespring, or up there in the corner of your screen, and check out our merchandise. We have all kinds of merchandise, and I appreciate it if you'd like this video. I probably won't be doing too many more of these review videos for a while because I'm going to be concentrating on Figswood Forest. And so, you know, I'll be working on the castles and all the forest stuff for that. So with that said, I appreciate you taking your time to watch the video. And this is Drmcbrick signing out.